Hey everyone, John here from Adventures in Wrenching, and on today's adventure, I get to introduce Miss Terry to the 1993 S10 4x4 Blazer that we picked up at auction after fees for a grand total of $344.
It has keys.
Yes, it has keys. I gotta jump start it.
Yeah.
But we'll try it. And actually, she is going to get the honor of the first test drive because this one actually runs. Strange as that may seem. So let me go get a battery, and we're going to jump start this and do our thing. Now, as I said, this was supposed to have been listed with having a bad head gasket. I did top off the water. It is hooked up to the jumpers now. So can you get to the other side and actually start it up?
Yes, dear.
And I'll put the radiator cap back on it. I'm hoping it's misdiagnosed because it actually ran pretty good when as you saw in the last video. Well, yeah, I'm not that worried about it because it's got more than a crack. It's got holes up on the on that side. Yeah.
All right, so
You don't need to pump it. It's fuel injected.
just turn.
Turn it to on, but let it sit for just a second to prime it. No, go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead
it's a
now.
really quick in between, so.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, now that's that cycling I was saying, but it doesn't do it for long. Isn't that amazing that this thing runs as good as it does for it supposedly having like a blown head gasket? This is awesome. The tires are still holding air. They are not dry rotted, and these are almost brand new tires, so we might get some use out of this. Oh, wow, okay.
I don't know if they're for the back or not.
No, those are...
Not. Ooh, it smells raunchy though.
Well, yeah, because it smells like the poultry feed that's in the back and the hay.
No, it doesn't. It smells like
Like a dead rat, maybe?
No, like when the exhaust is really bad.
Well, I'm not saying that the gas is great.
Well, yeah, no, I know. Ooh, a Lambert. I wonder if Kelly knows who that is. I'm sorry, somebody I work with. Yeah, because you can hear it kind of.
Well, yeah, and it's doing that, and it's got a service engine light, so there may be something still going on with it.
Yeah.
We'll sort that out. And it does have regular kind of crank windows.
Yeah, kind of. Sort of.
All right, well, I'm going to...
Want me to shut it off?
No.
Okay.
Well, what we're going to do is I'm going to open up the other door, and then I'll let you...
Oh my god, it's only got a tiny crack?
Yeah, we might get away with...
I mean, barely a crack.
And they put the mic right through the...
Yeah, they did.
No, that's
another little, but still, that's fixable.
Yeah, those aren't horrible. Oh, look. It's one of those...
Oh, one of those wooden snakes.
Yep. There you go.
Yep.
Snake, dear.
I love snakes.
All right.
Could it be real?
No.
Aww.
Aww. All right, let me go do the door real quick. I'll be honest, I don't know how long this has been sitting before it went to auction, but this thing is idling amazing. It is perfectly smooth. I don't hear any bubbles going into the reservoir tank yet. You can definitely smell the exhaust. It doesn't even seem like it's really warmed up yet. We'll find out when we get out into some light. All right.
It's kind of hard to see in there. There we go.
Even the power steering works really good.
Yeah. I'm just wondering why you didn't actually go to the right and then back out.
Because I'm stupid.
Yeah, because you just spilled oil everywhere. Yeah, look at that. Oh. And there goes more. And no, that is not from the vehicle. Yeah. And it's all over the tire, too. It's got a little kick.
Got solid on the transmission.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be having that kick, though. Groot! Gotta love a Chevy. I thought I was supposed to have the first drive. You heard that. Uh-huh. Gotta love it, ladies.
What do you think, Groot? Is it Groot approved? Huh? Groot approved?
Yeah, it shouldn't jump like that.
It's good. It's just because it's got a tight transmission. But we are actually out driving it.
I love it. You want to fix the mirror, honey?
Oh yeah. You tell me where.
Right. Oh, a little more. And more.
Look at
And
that.
more.
Look at that face. Look at
And
that.
more.
Look at that Groot face.
And more. There you go. Yeah, I can barely reach the gas pedals.
Well.
Yeah,
Ooh, it's
it's got a kick. Turn signal works.
Our steering works. Turn signal works. I know the blower works. We tried that, but the AC does not work yet.
Brakes are a little tight.
Well, that's good. It's better than not having them.
Yeah, no, I know. We'll go turn on the water and then we'll just drive around a little more. It's got good response on the gas pedal though.
How's the heat gauge though? Should be lower.
About 210.
Okay, that's warm. But
Yeah. So we're not gonna go too far. It might
I
cool
know.
off a little bit as we.
I know. All right. Hold on. You just stay right here. I gotta. Oh, well, that probably didn't help us.
All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, she's hovering it right about
210.
yeah, probably about 212, not quite 220.
Well, let's drive around a little bit.
Yeah,
Like
it's
maybe
just gonna-
up to the Circle K
Okay.
and see what it does, if it goes up or down with air flowing through it.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I also put the blower on to help pull out some of any
Yeah.
hot air.
To do that, though, we need to actually.
Yeah, but sometimes just using the cold air is
Oops.
enough. I was gonna say, what do you do?
Because the heat definitely works. Yeah, let's go.
I was gonna hang a left.
Let's go left.
Yeah, steering's actually really good.
I know. This thing actually is.
It's in pretty good shape. A lot better than I was expecting. Speedometer's not working. We're going 15. Somehow I think we're going a little bit more than 15.
No, probably not. This is about 15. up to 20, right?
Not quite.
Okay. Is that in drive, or is it even
It should be in drive. Because that should be.
neutral? Okay.
Or was I in?
No, no.
I could have been in. Yeah, I was in drive.
Okay. The drive thing isn't
Yeah.
quite accurate.
No, because it
We're
doesn't
going
really.
forward and reverse.
Yeah, it doesn't really move.
Okay, I want to know
Alright,
that.
so
Yeah, turn right.
turning the heat on actually raised it.
Okay.
So let's turn it off for a second.
Well, it could be raising because we're actually still driving it.
True.
I was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna
got a
have
sheriff
to-
down there.
And we're gonna have to get back anyway because it's at about. Okay, so now what's the bet? I'm gonna go the back way and
Okay.
sneak around instead of.
Okay.
But yeah, she's getting hot. She's at about 240.
Ooh, okay. Well, if that's the case, then yeah, the head gasket's probably blown on it. So I'm going to go ahead and crank the heat back up to siphon off anything we can. It should be. Try to go a little faster to see if it at least will shift into. Okay, it does. At the very end, turn right onto the dirt.
Yep. Yeah, because now the check engine light came on. Yeah, she's like way hot. Gotta get her out. Get her off.
All right. So straight,
Yep.
straight up, and then turn right and back into the. And we'll let it sit. Just park it outside the garage, and we'll.
Yeah, because she's almost at 260. So
And I will.
yeah, because I can smell her now.
She does. Tranny's really strong in it. Okay. Yep. Shut her down.
And yes, I did park after, but
That's
I
okay.
wanted to get her off, so
All right.
yeah, I can start to smell her.
Yeah, you can see the steam.
Yep.
So, okay, so yes, we do have heating issues. Not guaranteed it's a head gasket, but I'd say that's a pretty good indication.
Come on, Groot. You got to go on your first drive. Yeah.
Ooh, and there's antifreeze everywhere.
Is there?
Yeah.
I thought I was smelling. Let's go out this way, okay? I don't want you by the antifreeze.
Yeah, it's kind of puking.
No.
So it definitely gets hot. And then there's the oil slick that I caused.
Stay
So
with me.
you said we had those rags, right? So I need to.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Groot. No
What's
way.
my-
Good boy.
All right. So yes, we created quite a mess.
No, not we.
I created quite a mess.
Thank you. Come on, Groot.
Yeah, now that is hot. Now the question is it actually a blown head gasket, or is it that the thermostat is bad in it? So we have some issues that we're going to have to address. Whew. That actually smelled like vinegar. Well, it kind of drained itself out again, but that might have been a lot of the boiling. But it also could have bled off the pressure through the head gasket, so I'll have to do a compression test on it at some point. Not today. It's got anti-lock brakes on it. This is the old anti-lock brake.
Yeah, it's got the ABS.
Module.
It's got the ABS tag on the back.
Yep. This thing was a monster. This is like one of the first editions of ABS.
Yeah.
I'm glad that still works because this is expensive. I would much rather it shift hard than slide.
Yeah, but it concerns me that it shifts hard too, though.
Not near as much. that might mellow out after it's had a chance to dry for a little bit. The cycling kind of concerns me, but I think I have my old school GM code reader here, so we'll plug that in and see what it says here in a minute.
Okay. I was going to say, what do you think?
Well, I restarted it. It is still cycling. The oil pressure is good on it. Charging is good, although the battery I think is toast. And the heat gauge had already cycled all the way back down again, so that may be because I had put fresh water in it. But it's completely, so it may have boiled all out, but in theory, I should see bubbles if this has a blood head gasket. If it's a bad thermostat, that's a different story. And as you can see, it's not pushing bubbles. There's one. Alright, so it may have... Now that cycling might be auto air or idle control valve. Okay, so that pretty much tells me that it just opened, the thermostat just opened back up. Well, things that work and things that don't work. Just like the Jimmy. And we've lubed it up. And I just don't get it. But this does not turn to the left at all. And I tried. Now this does work on the doors. And I can't see that they would have changed that out. It's missing this little red part. Obviously the window is off of its track. So we can't get into the back, and that kind of sucks. The headlights don't work. Don't know why. They might both be bad, but that's probably not the case. The grill's cracked, but I definitely think we got something to work with. But what concerns me also is I got a brand new lock for the back of the Jimmy because it had the same problem. And with new keys and new lock, this does nothing. Doesn't move, it doesn't spin this. So either I have a bad lock or I am just missing the concept of how this works. Because they say in the instruction manual that you're supposed to just be able to put the key in and the whole thing will turn. Well, I'm not seeing how that works. Unless there's something that has to do when the key goes in and it latches something, but I'm just not seeing anything. Okay, so a little drilling, this is out. Now maybe we can fish around in there and get this back glass open. And of course these will probably not work. Oh, let me get a flashlight real quick.
It should be hanging up on the side of the, or there's that one.
Where's the other one?
It should be hanging up on the side of the big shelf.
Okay.
The law shelves.
that's really jammed.
Oh, great, of course.
And that's for that one. But of course you can't really get to it because there's another latch right in the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
And that should...
You want me to play with it?
in theory...
If you push it down.
Well, when you turn left, it should, because remember, if we're turning the thing left.
Yeah. Ha ha ha!
Sweet.
Oh my God, they work.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's another first.
Cool beans. And look, it's actually really nice. It's
Yeah.
not too bad at all.
That one's chewed up. Well, okay.
Wow.
You can see they've had problems with it.
Yeah,
I'll
I
show
can
you.
I can see right there.
Yep. Oops. Let me back up a little bit in case we're. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's been like gnawed on.
Automatic, yeah.
All right. So now let me see if I can figure out how to get the back. So.
Put those down really quick. Well, let me hand me the drill before you get
We're there.
too. Okay, well, hand me the drill before you knock it off.
There you go.
There we go.
All right. Oh, I almost shut it. That would be a serious. That should be a serious no moment.
No! Yeah, don't do that. And we didn't even have to tear into the back panel.
That
Is
is way better than the other one.
fantastic.
Okay, so we'll be able to take the sucker upper and clean this up some. But it's got some issues. I mean, you could tell the.
Well, yeah.
But overall, I think if we clean it up and throw a mat down on it.
Yeah. Or just get a new carpet kit for the back.
Well, maybe. Like I said, we want to see. Yeah, that's your spring. Okay, this is kind of in better shape than the other one.
Yeah, it sure is.
All right.
I'm surprised.
All right, so do you like a 2-door better or a 4-door? Since we have both. No, not that.
That's better. I like that better.
Okay, so
But if we're talking, I don't know.
I think the Blazer or the Jimmy would go more places because it's
Yeah,
same motor but shorter.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Since for the most part it's just you and me and Groot until we get Groot's buddy. Yes, Groot will have a buddy at some point.
Okay, so at least we got this done. So that's a start.
Yeah, I like the Blazer only because I like the Blazers, but I think the Jimmy will be more practical for any day trips or just one-nighters.
Unless we use the Wrangler.
Well, that's if
We
that's if we keep the Wrangler.
Well, we've taken the back panel off. We've taken this plate off so we can get down into the mechanism here.
Still has the original taping from when it was built.
That's true, it does, right
That
there.
means it's never been altered. It's the original gate.
All right, there's got to be a way to get to the original, or get to the lock.
My guess is this comes off, this comes off, this comes out.
Well, no, I'm also looking, I'm just making sure that it's like nice and kind of lubed a little bit. That would be nice.
Well, we did squirt a whole bunch of WD-40. That's one thing we do need to make sure we have. I don't think we really have any grease here.
That goes there. If I turn left, it pushes down. Screwdriver?
Which one, the long one or?
And either or. that's for that. Technically, that should be for... Huh. Wheel? Alright, well, I'll show you when I figure it out. Alright, it's a brand new latch. And we'll lock this in the locked position. But we'll keep the glass. That opens. This is shut. That opens. Nice and good so far.
Alright, time to try the glass. Okay. I heard it pop. Yeah.
Wow, that's better than new.
No kidding.
Okay, yeah. Alright.
Woohoo!
So
So are you going to tell them what other parts we ended up using from the other vehicles?
Well, fortunately, I had already bought this for the GMC, because that one was screwed up as well. But since we had it, and since we were able to actually get this one all out, we're just going to use it on this one instead. And I'm going to buy another one for that one.
For the Jimmy.
At least I've got interchangeable parts. Now the question, key out, and it locks, and it...
Yep. So what parts did we end up using from the Jimmy, honey?
The clip on the inside.
And
What else did we use? Oh,
the rubber washer.
Rubber washer, yep.
Not that you care, but just so if anybody knows, they're interchangeable. So if you have to use a clip from a Jimmy,
Well, it's not just the Jimmy, it's also interchangeable from 91 to 93.
right. That's what I was going to say next year.
Because this is a 93, the Jimmy's a 91, but it all works. So, bonus plan.
All right. So we're going to put it back together and
Yep,
wrap it up.
yep.
All righty. See you in a bit.
Well, that's going to do it for this adventure. If you haven't already done it, please like, subscribe, follow us here and on Facebook. The missus and I are definitely going to be doing some more work on this. I just don't know. We're gonna test on the cheap stuff first. New radiator cap, new thermostat. Make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to there. But it is likely that the mechanic actually got it right, that it is a blown head gasket, which means that you know how that goes. Top of the motor's got to come off. Whichever head it is going to have to pull that, which means all of the bracketry and the radiator and all that's going to have to come off just to be able to get to the head and do it in the vehicle. Or if I wanted to be really ambitious, I could pull it. But I don't know that I want to be that ambitious and pull this because it actually doesn't seem to leak. And the transmission is really stout in it, but if I can get away with not pulling the motor, that would be a great thing. This has one of those huge anti-lock brake modules in it. And this one also has the remote oil filter down here, just like the Jimmy. So, and right where you can't hardly get to the oil filter itself without pulling the whole box. Well, that's going to be fun. Fortunately, the oil looked good. So, I got to figure out why there were some fuses on the floor. I'm going to air out the tires. Somebody snipped all the seat belts, so not exactly the safest vehicle. And there's none there, none there, none in the back. So that's got to be at least those are back there, kind of. Headliner. Needs a little work, but we'll get there. So I will see you on the next adventure. Bye now.